Do you have any idea how insanely powerful a single drop of water can be? As this specific droplet keeps moving and seeping through the dark, it finds its way deep into an underground tunnel system. It eventually reaches the ancient burial ground where the Simpson ancestors are laid to rest. Not long after that, the massive subterranean cave system completely collapses, and it all happened because of that one single drop of water. The very next morning, as Marge is driving the kids to school, the road ahead suddenly caves in out of nowhere. The car plunges straight into the massive sinkhole. Bart gets incredibly excited about the whole situation, realizing this accident means he finally gets to skip school. But right then, Marge calmly pulls out an inflatable ladder.
So, what seems to be the problem?
The chief immediately calls a press conference on the spot, activating an emergency response plan. By tossing in burning tires and heaps of trash, they manage to completely fill up the massive crater in no time. Unfortunately, Marge's car gets completely buried under the pile in the process.
My administration has solved a problem. The hole has been filled by the thing it fears most. Stop.
To cheer Marge up and bring a smile back to her face, Homer steps up and suggests that they try for a fourth baby. Marge completely agrees, truly believing that being a mother is her life's ultimate calling. However, despite months of continuous and hopeful trying, their efforts end in disappointment and failure. They eventually head to the clinic for a thorough medical checkup, where the doctor finally sits them down to explain the real underlying cause.
Take a look at this.
Ooh, X is for eyes.
I guess that's that then.
Honey, I am so sorry. I guess we'll just have to learn to love the 3 children we have.
When the Simpsons head over to Moe's Tavern, a disheartened Marge quietly confides in her good friend Lenny, revealing the heartbreaking news that Homer is now infertile. Moe suddenly cuts into their private conversation right then, loudly reminding them that many years ago, Homer had actually donated sperm samples at a local clinic.
Oh, ew. Homie, we still have a chance.
Okay, Homer, this is the moment of truth. You've got to tell Marge you really don't want another kid. I hope it's twins. How bad can it be?
The very next morning, Homer rushes over to the clinic with Marge by his side. Walking up to the front desk, he immediately asks the nurse about the specific sperm samples he had donated 15 years ago.
Speech. But the last of your sample was just selected by another couple.
Are you sure there isn't more? I mean, there's always a little ketchup left in the bottle.
I'm afraid not. But the couple is waiting in the room there. Maybe you can talk them into something else.
It just so happens that a couple is looking at files right there and picks Homer's sample by mistake. But the very second they look up and see what Homer actually looks like, they get completely terrified, instantly shoving the paperwork back into his hands and backing away. Realizing he's causing a scene, Homer sits down and starts filling out the forms properly. Right then, Marge happens to look up at the photos of newborn babies decorating the wall, realizing with a shock that every single one of them looks exactly like Homer's own creations.
I thought they only paid $50 a trip.
Exactly. Well, we're all set. Let's make a Thad Super Sperm Jr. With a name like that, he could be president.
Homie, maybe we should wait.
What?
Maybe there's enough Homer in the world for now.
Yeah, but I was really looking forward to... Oh boy. Yeah.
In the end, Homer officially gives up on his plans to have a fourth child. That evening, the entire Simpson family hangs out together at the drive-in theater, having an absolutely wonderful and fun time in their car.